Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Good morning, I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Brandon Libby. It's going to be a beautiful week ahead, at least to finish it out. We have temperatures that get back into the low to mid 60s for today, and really nice because we have a lot of sunshine and we have a very light wind from the east, only around 5 miles per hour. Really enjoyable to be outside. Tonight we drop down to the mid 30s, so it's not going to be as cold under a mostly clear sky. Winds remain light as well from the east, so not a wind chill to really worry about here tonight. And then tomorrow we are getting even warmer, back to the low 70s perhaps for those in the western and southern portion of our viewing area, 60s further off to the north and east, but even more sunshine yet again, and that will come with a slightly stronger southeast breeze, helping to fuel some of those warmer temperatures. We'll be close to records, within maybe 3 degrees for the Big Four. You can see those records back to about 2007, if not 2024 there, just last year in Waterloo. So we'll be within a handful of degrees. I don't think we quite get to that point for tomorrow, but we may on Friday. That's the really interesting day coming in. It's going to be very windy with record-setting or tying temperatures, a high fire danger, and then, of course, the severe storm chance late in the day, more likely the evening. Here's a look at the temperatures that we're expecting for Friday. I think the mid to upper 70s, believe it or not. Those records right about the mid to upper 70s, and looking like we might tie it here in Waterloo and Iowa City. Cedar Rapids maybe breaking it by 1 degree. Those records go back to 2012, so it'll be really close, but really warm nonetheless. That's fueled by a wind that will probably gust up to about 45 miles per hour from the southeast, which also plays into the fire danger. Fires may start and spread pretty easily, so don't do any outdoor burning on Friday. Now, part of the low relative humidity is that the dew points will lag behind the temperature a little bit. We're expecting them about the low to mid 50s. That's pretty modest moisture when it comes to severe weather criteria, but it should be good enough to get storms going. Same with the instability, not a ton of surface instability, but enough. And you have really cold air aloft too, so if storms can develop, well, they're likely to continue. And really, with the strong low pressure system coming in from the west, there's going to be a ton of lift along with the cold front that will be swinging through the state. So that sparks off the storms, and then a ton of wind shear to keep the storms rolling once they do develop. And both the lift and the shear should be able to overcome some modest instability and moisture, which is why the severe weather threat remains on track. And in fact, it looks likely as we go into Friday evening. Still looking at that Storm Track 7 yellow alert day, and here's that severe risk. It continues to expand across the Mississippi River Valley, a level 3 out of 5 from southeastern Iowa all the way down to near, we'll say, Jackson, Mississippi. And really, as you zoom in, that level 3 out of 5 just touching Washington County. Elsewhere, it's a level 2 out of 5 risk. Starting to get a little more solid on the details. I would say for us here in eastern Iowa, starting about 6 p.m., at the very latest, rolling out of our eastern counties by midnight. Our primary threats right now are going to be damaging wind gusts over 60 miles per hour and some large hail. Secondary threat would be tornadoes. You might see 1 or 2 embedded within the line that's going to be coming through, and heavy rain. We'll expect about a ½ inch of rain with these storms passing by. Here's future track for Friday. Most of the day, sunny, warm, and windy. The storms will really pop up pretty quickly, starting about 3, 4 o'clock in central Iowa, working their way into our southwestern counties starting about 6 o'clock. These are going to be very fast-moving storms and a very skinny line at that, but look at how they intensify as they move in, and that's where the damaging wind gusts, heavy rain, large hail will come into play. This is about 7, 8 o'clock. Sweeping pretty quickly to the east after that, and since it's after sunset, might weaken a little as it gets into our eastern counties, but we'll move out by midnight, and then from there it's going to be dropping temperatures and maybe even a chance for some rain and snow on Saturday. So just to recap, temperatures warm over the next few days, really nice today and tomorrow, then the storms by Friday evening. On the backside, temperatures are crashing, and again, just a little bit of snow, especially north for late Saturday into Saturday night. Shouldn't see much accumulation. High temperatures in the 40s this weekend with lows down to the mid-20s. An aggressive warm-up into early next week. We're back to the 60s, but then rain arrives on Wednesday. And then the first day of spring, temperatures come crashing down yet again. That might be even more snow for the area there late next week.